everyone. I just wanted to show you a way that you can get more out of one sheet of wraps. So here you have your 2 full manicures, your 2 full pedicures, and then you typically have these kind of bigger ones left over. And for me, these ones actually do fit on my big toes a little bit better than these. I mean, I use these, but I'd have to kind of trim them down a little bit. But what I do is, instead of just cutting the wraps directly in half, like I know it shows on the instructions, I measure them out to my finger. So it's like I typically have these little bits in the centers left over, and I have my little like scrap bag because these are great for toes. And even if I don't have necessarily ones that match, I can always find coordinating ones in my little scrap bag. So I today put on Faux Fox, which is one of our fall designs, and I had done it on my feet. So here's what was left of, this is all that is left of my sheet of Faux Fox. And so this is these 2 wraps right here. And on this particular one, I cut it, I cut the wrap this way instead of just using it like that because it was a kind of a mixed. So that way I could get his little head on one side and the tail on the other. But typically I would have just used one of them and cut it. So by saving the centers from my fingers, which in this case I did a mani today, so I had this stuff left over, I save these little pieces, and then with these wraps I can actually get more pedicures out of those by doing that. So today when I cut them, so I measured it to my fingers, kept my little scrap pieces, and then when I did my toes, I had these pieces to fit on my toes, and I just had to kind of trim them, round them out a little bit for my toenails. But that is more, so then you can really get 5 pedicures out of one sheet. So if you save, oh, we dropped one. One fell out of the bag. But that's a kind of, when I say I measure them, that's typically about the size that I have left over. A little bit of silver floral here. So you can see where you can just kind of measure it, and you can, I mean, that totally fits on my toenail. So I have my 2 full manicures, 2 pedicures, and then center of these wraps, pedicure 3, center of these wraps, pedicure 4, and then these could be pedicure 5. You would just cut these wraps like you would when you do these. You would just cut half for the big toe and then 4ths for your smaller ones. So you can really stretch a sheet of wraps a long way and not have hardly any of it go to waste. Because there's nothing worse than, you know, trimming them and having this big old piece, in some cases a big usable chunk like that, go in the garbage can. So that is just a little tip on how to make your wraps go a little bit further beyond your 2 full manis and 2 full pedis, and a few left over. You can actually get 2 full manis and 5 pedis. So I hope that is a helpful little tip, and I would love to see what kind of manis and pedis you guys have been coming up with. Love seeing all the fun combinations. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm always here to help, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye.